Do you mind if I just ask a question in relation to your response to motion 507-215? I was just curious, it seems like there might be it sounds like there's a possibility of contamination of the water there. I just thought maybe this would help, but I think the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, I know from my employment as a commercial shell fisherman that they do the testing of the water to determine whether or not it's harmful or not, and I don't think that they would need to wait till after the construction to do that test, but you might want to look into that.
Okay.
Could I ask you in reference to 516, is this resolution, it reads that it looks like you're increasing the money you're going to pay to outside counsel. Is that in reference to the federal housing discrimination suit the town has against it?
I believe so. Let me get the resolution in front of me, Rob. Yes, a portion of it is, yes.
Okay, thank you. And just in 517, it's a very interesting resolution. Could you just explain, I mean, I'll just take the resolution itself, if you don't mind a second. It seems that they're asking for payment to a law firm, basically for representation that the town attorney, that you anticipate that the town attorney won't be able to handle. And I'm curious, what type of litigation is the town anticipating that the town needs to hire an outside counsel because you don't feel that the town attorney can handle it?
I believe that this matter deals with all of the various controversies and issues surrounding the town's relationship with the Singh enterprises or businesses. I don't know them by their full name. Okay. SRB and what have you.
So would there be a possibility that, like, the taxpayer might be responsible for the legal fees that might be incurred by, say, officials of the town in this incident?
Well, the legal fees that are utilized to protect the town by retaining this firm come out of our budget. Yeah, they come out of taxpayer funds.
But I probably misunderstood. That's to protect us, the town, the taxpayers, from any.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, John.
Thanks, Rob. And thanks for the suggestion on speak, but I don't know if that's helpful. But
oh, the DEC would be able to determine if that water, and you wouldn't have to wait for anything to do that.
I think you said the federal. Now you're saying
yeah, New York State DEC, I said, yeah.
I thought you said federal.
Oh, no. Thanks, sir.
Okay, thank you. It's not there. And you rightly pointed out this morning that you need to hear from your town. And the public does have an absolute right to know, and they will know. But when you are dealing with outside agencies who are overseeing, overlooking, or looking into the matter, when you're dealing with the potential for very significant litigation, which could impact upon the residents of this town, there's a way you need to do things. And sometimes being quiet and doing it the professional and the right way to protect the residents is much more difficult than standing up and pounding your chest and using all sorts of adjectives the way political opponents do, for example. What political opponents don't realize is in their zeal to get elected, they're hurting the taxpayers of this town. They're actually giving ideas to the people who have caused some of the problems we're faced with. They're giving momentum to some of the people who caused the problem.
Well, my name's Robert. Do I have to pay for that? My name is Robert Riff, and I'd like to say hello to the town supervisor and board. I'd also like to say hello to all the town employees that might be listening. And to those that have contacted me, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate everything.
Hey, Robert, I like the beard.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm not going to have any questions for you. Probably won't have any questions from now on, I guess.
Oh, then I don't know that we're, wait a second, hang on a second.
I'm sorry, I can't what you're saying.
If you don't have any questions, I'm not sure that, what is the purpose of your coming here? I mean, the forum is for concerned citizens to come and raise issues and ask questions. And you come here time and again and sling statements at us, and then as soon as they're proven to be false, you wander away. You couch them in terms like, oh, I just think it's interesting, and it was just my opinion. And then you're out of here. So I think if you don't have any relevant questions, I'm not sure the board is prepared to sit.
Okay, well, I was just going to give you my concerns, but All right, I have some questions for you. I was recently I was...
It may be me, but maybe, I know you mean well, but maybe lean back on the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Yeah, the words are coming from my phone. That's good.
All right, I was recently perusing the town website. I noticed that you each have like a page, the elected officials, and I noticed Councilman Alicia, you're running for re-election, right?
Yes.
And you have a page here, I was reading it, and there was some of it that I thought was really remarkable. It reads here that Councilwoman Alicia, a former Nassau County District Attorney, served as lead trial counsel for both felony and misdemeanor cases, including narcotics, gang violence, and assaults. She was assigned as a defender for the Nassau County Bar Association, representing indigent defendants in criminal matters. She serves as a guardian ad litem for the Surrogates Court, where she is assigned to represent disabled or incapacitated persons in estate planning matters. Now, I also happen to find Councilman or Councilwoman.
Well, I gotta stop because we're wasting all our time.
No, we're not wasting time.
No,
I'm sorry.
What is the relevance?
Well, let me get there, John.
No, tell me the relevance now. Otherwise, we're not.
Well, I'm explaining it. You know, John, I don't think I have to come up here and argue. I've respectively waited all day to say what I wanted to say. I had two items that I wanted to just, two rather concerns that I wanted to bring to your attention. But the councilwoman wants me to ask some questions. So I have a question, and I'll lay it out to you. Let me lay it out. My question is...
I ask you a very simple question. What is the relevance of reading to us Rebecca Alessi's biography? That's all I'm asking. What's the relevance?
Let me continue, and you'll find out.
Well, we're not going to let it go too much longer.
I also happen to, well, this is why it's relevant. I happen to notice that Rebecca Alicia, Councilman Alicia, has what's called a LinkedIn profile. Now, this is something that she provides us information. And I noticed that she worked in the district attorney's office from 2001 to 2004. And why this is relevant is, being a retired member of law enforcement, being involved in quite a few arrests, and actually spending 3 years in the criminal court system defending myself in my code violation case, I just thought it was remarkable that the councilwoman, in 3 short years in the district attorney's office, was actually able to not just take part in, but to be the lead trial counsel in felony, misdemeanor, narcotics, gang violence arrests, and assaults. I mean, that's incredible.
So the reason,
and what even strikes me as more incredible...
Robert, the reason we had to endure you reading Rebecca Alessi's resume and bio was because you think it's remarkable?
I don't know if you had to endure it. Now, if you allow me to continue...
No, we're not going to do it too much more. Move on, let's go.
If you allow me to continue, after that stellar career as a criminal prosecutor, Miss Rebecca moved on to work as an associate attorney at Auto One Insurance. I mean, it sounds like you could be running for next district attorney, but instead you moved to Auto One. And then coincidentally, you worked there for 2 years, and then your father is Mr. Liebert, who was the Commissioner of Planning and Development. And just about the same time that he had to step down as the Commissioner of Planning and Development, as Freddy was coming back, then you became an employee of the town of Oyster Bay. It just strikes me, here's my question. If you were such a great... Actually, I'm sorry about that. There's something else I wanted to bring to your attention.
I'm asking you to move on.
Yes, I am.
I thought this was going to get...
And this is very... And this is important to me.
Although so far it's very flattering.
At the May 26, 2015 town meeting, you took some time to explain your knowledge of my prosecution by the town. You told everyone how I had threatened and intimidated the witness against me, Code Enforcement Agent Nicholas Domingo. You told me the story. You told the story as you personally witnessed it.
Robert, you don't wave me off. I chaired this meeting.
I didn't mean to.
Yes, you did. Now, this is going too far.
I don't think so, John.
This lacks civility. This has been asked and answered.
No, it hasn't.
We talked about these topics over and over again.
No, we haven't.
Robert, I need you to move on over there.
John, the councilwoman said some very damaging things, made some allegations that I committed crimes on the record. We have never spoken about it. I'd like to address it.
Robert, please. Do you think she's a boob?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You know what? Have a nice day.
Well, you're not going to listen to the rest of my statement?
No.
Wow.
John, this is the second time you're walking out on me.
Wow.
John, you too.
Wow.
Hey, John, government makes for good politics.
Wow.
Good luck on your campaign, prosecutor.
Be on YouTube later.
You like this?
I wasn't gonna go there.
I just want to get him on.
That's what they want to hear. Huh? What? Excuse me? What's that? Yeah, I think